Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. This is Kev, here to drive you crazy, and guess what? The season is over for the Patriots. With their astounding 4-13 record, obviously, it's not going to be anything that people are going to be going yay about by this point in time, because obviously, Patriots are now not even the #1 draft pick coming up for the 2025 season. And I will be the first person to say this. I made a video earlier this year to say that this season was a throwaway season for a lot of different reasons. The injuries that we had to key players, the fact that we just didn't have any kind of like true, coordinations of who was going to be what, or have a solid person that was going to be in the position. Heck, we didn't even think about having Drake May start until almost midway through the season. So with all that being said, now I'm going to just say this. I was actually very irritated with people who decided to say we wanted to lose this last game against Buffalo. I personally will look to people and say, what is the issue with that? Like, you guys are going from, oh, we can't win, we can't win, we can't win, we can't win, and all of a sudden, well, we got the #1 draft pick, let's lose. I tell you what, that irritated the heck out of me. I had a page that I go on to my Facebook, diehard New England Patriots fans. When I posted that video about us having this throwaway year, the guy banned me for a month just because he was like, oh, that is not loving the team. So where is that now, where people are going to just start being, okay, now we want to lose because we want to secure this #1 overall pick. I'm like, it blows my mind how like a flip-flop we had to that kind of thing. It makes me really question, are we actually really Patriots fans, or are we just trying to become the better version of what we were for the past 2 decades? Now, obviously, we've been through our ups and downs. We lost Tom Brady. We ended up losing Bill Belichick. We had to go through a whole plethora now of 3, 4, 5 different kind of quarterbacks just to see whether or not we can find the replacement. Now we're stuck with, okay, we have the solidarity to know that we have Drake May as our #1 QB. We have Christian Gonzalez, who has been a solid defensive cornerback for us, and I will be the first person to say this. We need to think about what we actually need. And the biggest thing, I'm going to say this very straightforward, is why were we trying to secure this first overall draft pick, knowing that a lot of people were just going to be like, we're going to trade it away. So what was the point? Oh, just to be able to get more stuff from it, be able to have, a reason to say, oh, well, this team and this team, they all need quarterbacks. So if we could trade away our first-round pick to get their first-round pick and then maybe some other assets to come along with it, all I can say is, well, we have the 4th pick now. So if we were only going to be trading away the first anyway, shouldn't we be happy? Oh, but now we don't get the extra stuff. Okay, do we need the extra stuff? As far as I'm concerned, when you're the first overall pick, you get more money out of that because of your highest value to the draft. While the Patriots could utilize the fact that they have so much cap space coming up into this year, not to mention all the people that we actually need to get. If everyone's still on the Travis Hunter bench, I say this, Travis Hunter could easily fall to #4 if we wanted to. We don't have to give up our first-round pick to get him now. We obviously don't get much back from it, but I'm going to be the one to support regardless. If you wanted to have him, you don't know what the Patriots actually need. And I will say this, free agency, if Patriots don't start looking for some offensive line to really be buff and tough and get through it, yes, it is not going to be an easy season once again. And I will stand by it, as a lot of people were hating on the players for trying to defend our now currently fired head coach, Mayo. And one of the biggest people that I actually still support, still to this day, I even literally got his jersey this year, Jelani Tavai. He was one of those people who said, if fans are going to be fans and they're only going to be choosing to boo us and tell us what we're supposed to do, I don't think they understand what can be done about it, or they don't have the understanding of what needs to be done. You can't just keep booing just because it's not going the way that everyone would want it to be. And this has been another big year for that kind of stuff. I wanted to go all out this year. That's why I bought this jersey. I bought a new hat. I got myself new shirts. I even got myself a helmet. First time ever deciding I'm going to get a full-size authentic helmet. I wanted to represent this team knowing that we don't have a lot, but I wanted to still ensure that I am a die-hard fan. So that's why when I spoke my facts about saying how players were hurt, saying how players were, not able to be contributing, hey, people just didn't like the saltiness, I guess. But now here we are, still being salty because the team won. What can we do now, huh? Everyone's just irritated. Everyone just doesn't know exactly what they want. They just want to see this team succeed again. And the only way that we can get it, apparently, is by doing something that makes us look dumb. Cheer for a loss. I can't stand it. I am too much of a fan. I still wear this hat with pride. I wear it knowing that everyone was saying, oh, your better years are behind you. And I'm looking at that like, okay, this is coming from a Cowboys fan. This is coming from a Bills fan. And of course, big enough, the one guy who gave me all the opportunity for my job is a guy who is currently and still is and will always forever will be a Chiefs fan. So I look at it as, yeah, sure, we're going through rebuilds, just like how even Tom Brady said it during the roast of Tom Brady. The Chiefs have been good for the last couple of years and been terrible for the past 50 years. Like, things can change. It's who and how and what happens from this point forth. Now, obviously, with me bringing it up a while ago, Gerard Mayo just got fired. Our offensive coordinator just got fired. That just shows how deep Robert Kraft was going to be about wanting to secure the better mindset of this future, the better mindset of what he wants to start happening. He doesn't want terrible seasons anymore. The last coach that went 4-13, oh yeah, Bill Belichick. Guess what? He got fired. He wants to bring back a winning culture, which is why I could look to it to say, if we get Mike Vrabel, at least we understand we went up against Mike Vrabel on the last year that we had Tom Brady and lost in the playoffs to their Titans. You can bring back a winning culture, because Mayo was definitely you have to be tough, and the players just weren't tough. And yeah, unfortunately, we live in a era now where being a snowflake gets you more than actually being the tough guy who works things out. We have people who are more inclined to think we just need instead of what needs to be earned. I will continue on with that more, but honestly, by this point, all we're really trying to do as New England Patriots fans, knowing that this season is over, knowing that we have a lot of things to try and figure out now, again, I say free agency, go for the offensive line. Go for people who are established. As soon as we try to think that, oh, it's all going to be coming into the draft, great. Now we're just putting rookies out there once again, just like how we had to deal with this year. But we hardly got to see a lot of the rookies that we had this year because we didn't know how to utilize them. Of course, you can blame the offensive coordinator for that one. Other than that, I will say thank you once again for watching this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed hearing what I had to say. Obviously, I would love to hear all the people roast me down in the comments below, simply because they know that what I choose to support is still a bigger reason for me. He has been a University of Hawaii guy and a Patriot, my two favorite football teams. Oh, kill me for wanting to support the one guy I actually still like. Other than that, thank you once again for watching this video, and hit that subscribe button if you want any more content from this crazy guy right here, because my name is Cab and I am here to drive you crazy. Aloha, God bless, and take care, everybody.